Mae prydferthwch ailieden, and o banwesgan es foenwen.
My name is Meredydd Evans, spelt with a Y-double-D. The English spell it as Meredydd, but Meredydd Evans. And I was born in a little village called Llanegryn. This was in 1919, December the 9th. I was brought up, however, I must have been about 11 months when the family moved up to the northern part of the county, a slate quarrying area called Blaenau. My father would have killed me rather than let me go and work in the quarries, although I wanted to go and work in the quarries, because all of my friends were going to work in the quarries. It was the thing to do, you know. Well, I was in Princeton at the time. I had done my first year PhD in Princeton. And my second year, how on earth he had heard about me, I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. And I never thought of asking him either. And he never told me. But he was a fascinating character. Moash contacted me in Princeton and asked me if I would sing some Welsh folk songs, that he'd heard that I sang Welsh folk songs. And I was thrilled. And I said, yes. He's a man I admire tremendously. Oh, tremendously. To have collected this mass of music from every corner of the world somehow or other, I had assumed that what he wanted me to do first was to sing him some examples. So I went up to New Hope, to a studio there. I had thought very roughly of some of the songs that I would like to sing. But then I found out, as one does, once you had started singing, then other things just came along, you know. So I sang these, and that's it. And I expected a call from Mr. Ash to say, would you now please come and record properly? To my astonishment, he just released the record of what we had done that day. And I think he was dead right in doing that.
Wel un of ymrodery, wel un of ymrodery, wel un of ymroder ar mi yn ich yn taro yn blaidd yn ci.
I know that I sang, well, un of ymrodery, and it's one of these cumulative songs. And you have to sing it faster and faster. And in singing it faster and faster, you have to be more articulate, because that's the point of the song. It's a show-off song. I mean. My mother sang, constantly. And it was the thing to do in the evening, you know, to sit around the table, around the fire and sing. My sister had a lovely, lovely voice. Oh, dear, dear. Now, my mother had four sisters who went from this small village of Llanegryn to work in London as cooks and maids and so on. And they were all lost to Wales. And that was just one family. But it was very common. I also think that I sang another song that my mother sang, a song connected with the anti-slavery movement in the States, written by a Welshman, oddly enough, from Festiniog, who went over to work in the slate quarries in Vermont and was a poet, and while he was in America, became very involved in the anti-slavery movement and wrote this song. And the song is a Negro woman singing to her child before she is to be sold on the block. And it's in the form of an old Welsh melody which goes back certainly to the 18th century. And it was a lullaby. My mother used to sing it to us as a lullaby. Si hui hui, si hui hui, si hui hui lulli, tlws dy fam o paham y gwnair cam I ti.
Si hui hui, si hui hui, si hui hui luli, tlws dy fam o paham y gwnair cam I ti.
See, that was it. That was it. And I sang that. I remember singing that. And this is strange that I was singing that in America, a song that made no sense except in American terms. And I had learned it, well, from way up. I must have been singing that song when I was 3 or 4 years of age. And there I was in New Hope, New Jersey, singing that song. I hate to say this, but it's become a sort of, a little bit of an icon, as if I were some sort of dim figure in the past somehow. They are just songs, but some of them are so beautiful. You just want to say thank you for the people who kept them.